We are delighted that so many of you were able to join us today as we celebrate the launch of I Am Malala, a resource guide for educators. This guide was inspired by the memoir of Malala Yousafzai entitled I Am Malala, the story of the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban.
Our story, it is mostly a media story and newspaper stories. I'm happy that this story is being changed into a story for generations, into a story for the young and for the old and for the schools and for the colleges.
The first consensus that we derived from the discussion that was sparked from reading Malala's story through the resource guide was that memoirs can truly be a powerful tool for teaching leadership in a practical way. Malala's story helps people who come from a completely different background to realize just how much we have and not to take that for granted. So there is inspiration across all levels for people of all backgrounds just in reading someone's personal story.
It can go to many conflict zones and many colleges, schools, and streets, not only just schools and colleges, but to the communities in Pakistan, in Nigeria, in Middle East, everywhere.
Well, it was nice to hear the opinions of all the other women in my class and to hear that they were thinking about the same things that I've been thinking about since I read that book. I was so moved by the story.
And it becomes a sense where you say, hey, you're like me, I'm like you, I went to school, you did too, but there are other girls just like us who didn't. And so what can we do to advocate for education as a human right, and what does it mean person to person, not just policy to policy, country to country?
Malala's story makes history come alive. Malala's story is one that teaches, it's one that inspires, it makes us want to try harder and understand more what we can do to get involved.